that was a little experiment. I'm not bringing the lamp in here. I'm going back to bed. I've only slept 4 hours. I stayed up all night. I couldn't stay out there very long, and I don't know, that might come out horrible. My toe's feeling better, so I didn't have to go to the hospital. I wasn't going to go to the hospital, no. But I also wasn't going to go out walking anywhere. I'm staying in today as well. Probably staying all week. Yesterday, my mom finally left me a message. I was sending her texts. She knows like that I know that she can't do text. That's not the point. She could get someone else to read them to her. Plus, I was just, like I said, I was frustrated when I was trying to talk to her, ask her important things, and she was talking over me. It's not like we're shooting the shit and she's accidentally talking over me. She's just talking over me. But I told you the phone's shot to hell too, so maybe she couldn't hear me. No, it's possible she couldn't hear me. I gotta get her a new phone. Got her the New Balance Velcro sneakers. The discount worked and it's New Balance. And then I tried to order myself sneakers and the discount didn't work, and that doesn't make any sense at all. So I have to contact them and say, what's up? Can't be a brand exclusion. Doesn't make sense. You know, I've ordered these identical sneakers before and used the discounts. We'll see how it goes. You don't know about anything until you try it. You know what I mean? And there's whatever, no matter what you buy, it can be the most wonderful thing, and it has a lot of high marks, a lot of stars, and there'll still be people that hate it and say blah, 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 whatever, okay? So there are people that love these particular New Balance Velcro sneakers and people who hate them. Just like there are so many people who love the jitterbug phone, and then there are people who hate it. That old adage, you can't please everyone, is true. Even of items that you personally think are wonderful. There are people who are going to, for whatever reason, hate those items, or they could just be grumpy people who intentionally go out and give items bad reviews, you know, that don't deserve those bad reviews. It could be. We can never even, you know, we can't forget that. Or you never know, you know. We have to acknowledge that could be a case. We can't totally disregard the fact that when it comes to an item because again, usually if something has like 4 stars or more, there's not that many people who hated the item, whatever that product may be. Okay, product, whatever. And those people could just be doing it on purpose. We can never disregard that. That you never know people's motives. You never know why they're doing something. It could be a grudge. It could be just spite. It could be anything that has nothing to do with the product or item itself. Okay, I'm referring to items that have a shitload of good reviews, and then have a couple of bad ones. But I don't exactly trust reviews when there's not that many anyway. I like to go on places like Amazon where you can have like some products can have like 1,000 customer reviews, like my speakers I bought. They had like 1,000 customer reviews, and most of those reviews were positive. And I could see why those speakers, that little computer speakers for the money, were fantastic. They're fantastic, you know. Better than the ones that I actually bought from Hewlett Packard when I bought the computer, you know, in 2012. And knock on wood, the computer's still going strong. Can't do without it, that's for damn sure. Although, I can't even say that. I did do without it for nearly a year. It was hell. It was hell. Could have ended in me being hit by a car or something, because I needed my internet fixed. I needed to just be around people. I needed to get out of the fucking house. If I couldn't have TV, I had to get to the library and have internet. But I went when I had to, like I've already told you, I had to deal with snowbanks and huge ice puddles and being this close to cars coming near me just to walk miles to the fucking library so I could have something and not just be brooding in this house. Brooding, gaining weight, in continuous pain. 100% believing I was never going to have any contact with my mom again. And how did I deal with that? I did videos and I dealt with it the way I deal with most things. That, you know, you just kind of disassociation. Got me through it, helped me cope, but I also had my YouTube, you know. I had my YouTube. All those videos that my aunt was secretly, because I will never not believe, and I even told the police, secretly was Island of Misfit Toys. All those videos obviously were created and then here, but uploaded at the library via that wonderful little creation, wonderful little device that somebody came up with called a USB camera memory card reader. Cost several bucks at Best Buy, and it's awesome because it lets you upload pictures and videos on a public computer, you know. And in this instance, it's actually come in handy because for some odd fucking reason that I will never know, the little camera memory card itself, the USB card, that usually goes into the front of my computer on the box, you know, whatever you call that. The monitor is the screen with the box called, whatever. The box next to that one has the, it has USB things in the back, but it has a thing where you can actually just stick a camera memory USB card directly, and I was able to do that, Suddenly it stopped reading it. So I'm like, oh fuck, please don't tell me this, please. I have to have my YouTube, I have to have my creating and uploading video and interacting with all that. I have to have my fix. What am I going to do? No. So I thought, there's something wrong with the front. It won't read the card directly, but if I put it into the nice little flash drive, if you will, because all that is a type of flash drive. That's all it is. It's shaped like a flash drive, but it has a spot to stick a camera card, a USB camera memory card, okay? And it worked. For whatever reason, there's some kind of, who knows what happens. Again, it just stopped reading it, and we don't know why. It could be something, it's just this little slit, you stick that in there in the front, and it worked for years, and suddenly it stopped working. So, use my noggin here. Maybe, since flash drives are still, this is what I thought. Flash drives, I can still stick a flash drive in the back and it works fine. All this camera memory card reader is a form of a flash drive, so maybe it'll work, and lo and behold, it did. It did. I got lucky. Because again, if I can't, I don't have the cord to the camera. Cord went MIA many, many years ago. Remember, this camera has been through the ringer, and it's fucking old. I had this camera now for, it's a Kodak C317, I think, and they don't make them anymore, okay? They certainly can't get the cord. They don't make the cameras anymore. They stopped making these cameras. They stopped making cameras, from what I heard from Best Buy people, that they don't even make cameras anymore, that you can directly trim videos and do all kinds of, get pictures from videos and trim videos right on the camera, and say, people do that online directly with the program now, ma'am. They don't have cameras that do that anymore. I love that feature. Love the feature. I fuck up, as I did yesterday when I had to trim it because I said the landlord's name, okay? Not that that really is a big deal, but I'm not going to do it, so, I had to trim the video, and it is cool as hell to be able to trim the video right on the camera, and I can also make pictures from videos right on the camera. It has other features too, but nowadays it's all on the computer, like the person told me, but this camera, you can't listen to videos. I can only watch them. Whereas cameras, if I bought a new camera, digital camera, if this one ever bites the dust, you can listen to your video right on the camera. And that would have been something very, very wonderful to be able to do when I had no internet or TV or anything, for a year. Oh, another bad thing about my mom's place, but that's not anything that I'm sure you don't find in other places. I couldn't stand it, though. She has no overhead lights, which means in her bedroom she has like lights in the closet and lights, like one little lamp. I said, Mom, I could get you a lamp, but the thing is, if you want to have enough light, you have to do what I do and have a lamp, and you don't put the shade over it. It's a shade over the lamp that covers the light bulb that makes not much light. There's no overhead light, and in her bedroom, even with windows, you don't get enough light. That would drive me, even with the closet lights on, because I was in there trying to, separate her bad underwear, so to speak, from the good jockey underwear. Okay. So, because she gets mixed up or whatever, but she was telling me at one point that the other ones weren't fitting her right, but she can't, I try to make things easier for her, just like I separate her clothes in the closet, and I did that here for years, okay? There's no overhead light. There's not enough light in the bedroom. And that would drive me up a fucking wall. It drives me up a fucking wall briefly if I need to be in her bedroom. It's not like there's no light, but it's awful, you know. And even with sunlight coming in, it's awful. But think about when there's no sunlight. It's not light enough in there. And then when she ever told me, oh, the light in my bedroom went. I'm like, Mom, what do you mean the light in your bedroom went? Why didn't you tell me? I'll bring you light bulbs, you know? And that was when I yelled at him, which I wasn't yelling at him. I was frustrated with her that I came over there and she didn't tell me she needed light bulbs. And then I have to find out when I'm there that she has no light in her bedroom, you know? But I'd forgotten about the closet lights, but still, you know, it's like, you want more light than that. You want her to be, not fall, you know. We're trying to be proactive here, but she doesn't communicate with me, and, you know, and that was when he came over and he brought light bulbs, but he's not responsible for, I know you're not responsible for light bulbs. I wasn't yelling at you. My tone of voice is in response to my frustration with my mom because she doesn't tell me what I need to know before I get all the way over there and have to find out firsthand. You know, it's like she should have told me. I could have brought her light bulbs from home. So he wound up bringing her light bulbs because it was too late. I was there. I can't get light bulbs. I have to be there briefly and then get home on the freaking bus before I miss it, and you know, leave him stuck all night in the bathroom with no food but plenty of water. He wouldn't die, he just would be upset. So, you know what I mean? So that's where we stand here. I just drank my 32 ounces of water. The kitchen's clean. I have to scrub down the counters and then put the stuff back on the countertops. You saw that other video. I did that at 5 in the morning. I go to bed till 6 in the morning, and I'm up at 10. He wouldn't leave me alone. I actually fed him 3:30 in the morning, thinking, oh, he can sleep, but we just have to go back to bed. So I'm actually running out of the cotton balls that I've been putting in my ears. It's a poor man's substitute for earplugs. I don't pretend that it works very well, but it takes the very edge off of sound. Like if he might be making small sounds or something, it just takes the edge off of sound. I had asked my friend via text to stop by and mail my mom's Comcast bill for me because I hadn't had a chance to mail it, and we didn't have the envelope, and we didn't have stamps, and I had to buy stamps, so I just took her bill. That's how I was there, and then but my friend didn't stop by. I also wanted to vent about the toe situation leading into me having to be worried that my mom's going to try to go to her friends on her own, and I'd prefer my mom to not do that, but I cannot stop her if that's what she wishes to do. It's like my motto in this life now, certain things, I'd prefer my mom not do that on her own, but I cannot stop her if that's what she wishes and decides to do. My friend did not stop by. I don't know if she responded to me. It's alright. I looked and it doesn't really have to. It is due, but they give you like 15 days, so it'll be fine. In fact, I think I'll go text her and say, you don't have to stop by here, because I don't want her to stop by when I'm sleeping. The bill's not due yet. I looked at it, so I looked at the actual date, which I hadn't done when I'd asked her. I just thought it needs to go out. You know, how much trouble if you're out and about anyway if you just stopped by here quickly and got it and mailed it for me, but it's alright. I get it. sure she's just happy because I was talking about him not wanting to go to the hospital, and I'm not asking her to drive me to the hospital like last time. So that's what I figured too. I'm like, I'm not asking you to take me to the hospital. Can you just take 2 seconds to come and mail this bill for me? But she didn't. And I don't know, she may have texted me and said, do you want me to come by? And I didn't answer her because I had the phone off. It's alright. Like I said, it's alright. No biggie. Oh, baby. Move, Puzzleopolis. I spread the socks out a little bit. They're going to dry quicker and better if they're all piled on top of each other. I just hadn't got around to, I threw them out there all at least, you know, at least they were drying somewhat instead of getting moldy in the washing machine. And actually at one point I had all the black socks on the floor over there, just because it's better than them being in the washing machine. Anything's better, even if they're piled on top of each other, it's better than being in the washing machine, even if it's open, it's much better. You're still out in the air, you know, even if, and bugs don't, I mean, there's a fly that landed on them, whatever, just because it would land on anything, but bugs don't care about those socks, you know. They're clean. Flies don't want clean shit, they want shit. Oh. Food. Move. Move, honey. Come on, move out of the way. Move out of the way, come on. No, come on, move out of the way. Come on. Come on, Oaks, this way. This way, come on. Come on, honey. You already went out there. Come on. Come on, you gotta go back down. I'm gonna drink your water. Okay. Toodaloo.